Mima Joan McKim Hill, 1945–1967, was a 21-year-old Australian woman who was abducted, sexually assaulted and strangled on the 9th of March, 1967. Her murder remains an unsolved cold case. Background: McKim Hill was a home management advisor for the Capricorn Regional Electricity Board (CREB) in Rockhampton, Queensland. As part of her job, McKim Hill regularly traveled throughout central Queensland promoting services and demonstrating new electrical appliances for customers. McKim-Hill left Rockhampton at 8 a.m. on the 9th of March 1967 and traveled south to Calliope. Her car was found abandoned at 3 a.m. the following morning on the Gladstone Bypass Road, 3 kilometers north of Benarabi. Her body was found on the 26th of March 1967 at Collard Creek alongside the Dawson Highway, northeast of Ballowila, 80 kilometers from where her car had been found. McKim-Hill's funeral was held at St. Paul's Cathedral in Rockhampton on the 4th of April 1967. McKim Hill's remains were cremated at the Rockhampton crematorium the same day. During the investigation, police followed two lines of inquiry. They searched for four men seen traveling in the local area in a Ford Custom line, but they were never located. In 2011, the police said those men were still of interest. A truck driver carting tallow was also of interest to police during the investigation. An inquest into McKim Hill's murder commenced on the 6th of November 1967 and concluded on the 16th of January 1968, during which time 26 witnesses gave evidence and a solicitor for the victim's family named a German truck driver as a suspect. Renewed interest. Although now based in Perth, McKim Hill's friend and former work colleague Shirley Eldridge contacted Rockhampton's local newspaper, The Morning Bulletin, in 2007 near the 40th anniversary of the murder. Following the publication of newspaper stories relating to the Rockhampton woman's murder, public interest in the case was successfully reignited. In March 2008, after lobbying from Eldridge and retired fire and rescue officer Trevor Sorensen, the Queensland Police Service agreed to reopen the cold case investigation. The Queensland Police Service made assurances in 2010 that they were still looking into the McKim Hill murder. In 2014, a $250,000 reward was approved for anyone who gave information which led to the apprehension and conviction of those responsible for McKim Hill's murder. Eldridge released a book, Mima, A Case of Abduction, Rape and Murder in 2016. In the book, Eldridge names the German truck driver suspected of killing McKim Hill and claims that Queensland police officers were preparing to travel to South Australia in 2009 to arrest him for murder, but the suspect had died in Thailand 6 weeks previously, so no arrest was possible. Although the Queensland Police Service wouldn't verify the allegations Eldridge made in her book, Eldridge's naming of the German truck driver as the likely suspect was repeated in the media. Eldridge and Sorensen have both said that the truck driver had been driving a two-tone green Leyland Beaver forward control prime mover for Main Nicholas, towing a trailer of tallow which was being transported to Sydney from the meatworks at Narembera. Both Eldridge and Sorensen have been highly critical of the way police handled the original disappearance and murder investigations. In 2018 and 2019, The Morning Bulletin reported that a former long-distance truck driver had come forward following a television appearance by Eldridge in late 2016. It was reported that he had also worked for Main Nicholas and had reached out to the Queensland Police Service Cold Case Unit in March 2017 with potentially crucial evidence relating to the sighting of the suspect's abandoned vehicle about the time of the murder, but it wasn't until September 2018 that he was approached by investigators for information. The newspaper criticized the delay, describing it as perplexing that it took that amount of time for investigators to follow up a lead. Trevor Sorensen was planning to submit a second application to Queensland Attorney General Yvette Dath in 2019 to request the reopening of the original inquest or for a second inquest into McKim Hill's murder to be conducted. That application was duly submitted, but was again dismissed by the Attorney General on the basis of the cold case still being actively investigated by the Queensland Police Homicide Cold Case Unit. In 2019, police advised that the McKim Hill murder remains an open and ongoing cold case homicide investigation by the cold case investigation team within the homicide group, which is being constantly reviewed with new information investigated thoroughly. The police also said they were committed to solving the murder to bring answers to McKim Hill's family. Further reading: Eldridge, Shirley, 2016, Mima, A Case of Abduction, Rape and Murder, Shortstop Press, ISBN 9780994496027. McCurry, Shirley, 2005, The Rocky Girl, self-published, ISBN 0646445464. See also: List of kidnappings, List of solved missing persons cases, List of unsolved murders, Manslaughter of Flora Pryor. References.